back. Reproductive rights in Massachusetts are stronger now since Roe v. Wade was overturned. Now, women from other states have been coming to Massachusetts for care. We know that. Some governors, they have threatened legal action against healthcare providers. Have other states tried to test our laws protecting them?
So this is, I can't tell you how proud I am of this state, not just our office, the governor, of course, the legislature. We are at the forefront of protecting the reproductive rights of our residents here and, frankly, leading the way nationally. We just actually established a reproductive justice unit in the office, the first of its kind, for a few different reasons. One, to make sure that folks had a place to go to have all the updated information they would need to know about their rights, because many don't know that you have access to reproductive care here in Massachusetts, including access to an abortion. This is codified. Your health insurance plans cover that.
You must feel like that unit's needed. Have other states tested it?
So it's come to this unit to learn about your rights, but also come to this unit, whether in Massachusetts or other states, to learn about what we're doing to protect our constituents, our providers. The SHIELD law that passed recently, that is the most comprehensive law in the country. So others in other states want to learn more about that. They will come to this reproductive justice unit to learn more. But the unit is also critical because it's not just about reproductive health care. It's also about maternal health, for example, and the disparities that still exist there, and other ways in which we can make these conversations more intersectional. And I'm really proud that the office put out a maternal health grant that is funding community-based organizations from all across the Commonwealth, as far as Berkshire County, to close these gaps. And it's an important point because the stats are still abysmal.
Is your office defending this? Has your office had to defend this?
Defend which piece?
In terms of other states testing the laws.
Oh, absolutely. We're on the front lines filing amicus briefs, working with other states to protect our access to reproductive health care here and in other states. And that's ongoing every single day. But for us, it's not just leading the way and what that looks like and supporting other states. We have the best models of what that care looks like. Our providers train other providers in other states. In addition to reproductive health care, we know other critical care is, of course, maternal health care and other pieces of this. And so we want to make sure we're also being intersectional. And that grant that I just mentioned, which was $1.5 million, that is unique and historic. I don't think there's any other type of maternal health grant in the country supporting community-based organizations that are expanding access to doulas and other things that will help eliminate this maternal health gap, which the last I checked, it is still, if you're a Black birthing person, for example, you're 2 times more likely to die giving birth.
In 2023.
In 2023 in Massachusetts, the place where we have the best healthcare system in the world. So we're all rolling up our sleeves in the AG's office. We want to do our part in showing up in these conversations, but we want to make sure they're intersectional because all of it is relevant to our constituents across the Commonwealth.
Before we go, we want to talk about Vantage Travel, which is a Boston-based cruise company. Vantage Travel, if you haven't been following in the news, they abruptly shut down earlier this year and then declared bankruptcy. Customers are out thousands of dollars for trips that they had paid for, but never got to take. We now know that $108 million in customer money was lost. Is your office investigating, if I use the word fraud, is your office investigating that fraud, or what happened there? I'll just believe it.
We are taking on Vantage Travel, and we've been, of course, in the weeds dealing with constituents, especially a lot of elders, in making sure that we're going after this company and putting millions of dollars back into the pockets of residents. The hiccup is they filed for bankruptcy. And so that really ties our hands. And so what we're doing is encouraging those who have been, who have lost their money to join those proceedings. And we're helping them navigate that technical process so that they can reap their...
Will you sue? Will the Commonwealth sue?
That's not what we're doing now because we see the best, frankly, avenue is to go through these proceedings that already exist to help people get their money back. But I want to add a point. The office is, as we prioritize our goals, we will continue to focus on public health, public safety. We want to prioritize our most vulnerable, which is our youth and our elders. And the other piece is economics, affordability, scams, people taking advantage of our constituents. We want to put money back into their pockets. And so we will go after these companies aggressively and use every tool in the office, not just reactively, but also proactively through trainings of folks. If it doesn't sound right, it probably isn't right. But in addition to that, if someone's taking advantage of you, we will do our best to help you along the way. It doesn't help that they filed for bankruptcy, which delays the process, but we will continue to find ways to offer that technical assistance to get folks their money back.
Thanks for coming in this morning. Great to see you.
Oh, thank you for having me. It always goes so quickly, but thank you for having me.
It really does. Great to see you. Thanks again to the Attorney General, Andrea Cameron.